Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to World Around Me Arsl. Today we ask a question many Muslims have avoided for too long. Are we being watched in ways Islam never permitted? This is episode 5, a 30-minute deep dive into AI surveillance, Islamic privacy, and the future of Muslim dignity in a monitored world. AI is no longer just data. It sees, hears, follows. Facial recognition in masjids, voice analysis on your calls, behavior prediction from your habits. Surveillance tools once used in war zones are now used in malls, masjids, buses, homes. And Muslims, often labeled high risk, are among the most tracked. But what does Islam say about this silent invasion? Stay with me. Privacy in Islam is sacred. Do not spy on one another. Quran 49 verse 12. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would ask permission before entering homes. Even angels are told not to record during intimacy. Islam protects the home as a sanctuary, the aura, or modesty, of men and women, and the intention behind every action. So when AI spies without cause, records without consent, judges without context, it becomes anti-Islamic by default.
Alright, let's dive into how it all works. So imagine this. Your face is scanned in public spaces almost everywhere you go. And believe it or not, your phone is listening to you, even when you think it's off. Plus all those likes, clicks, and voice notes? Yep, they're being fed into training models. It's quite something, isn't it? You know, it's kind of fascinating and a little unsettling. AI now knows your routines better than your family does. It's like having a digital twin that never sleeps. But hey, this isn't just theory. For instance, Muslims in China have been tracked using Quran reading apps. And over in India, facial data is being used to police Muslim protesters. Even in the West, masjid donations are monitored. It's happening everywhere, really. The truth is, we're already inside the machine. The tricky part? We just didn't give permission. It's a bit of a wake-up call, isn't it? Imagine a sister in niqab, caught in 100 cameras daily. Hijab is not just a cloth. It's a barrier, a protection of identity and choice. Now, facial recognition AI, it tries to see through coverings. It often flags hijabis as unreadable and, treats modesty as if it's a problem. And Muslim homes? Smart devices are like always on, violating the space that Islam keeps private. In Islam, even just looking into someone's home without permission is considered a major sin. So what about devices that actually live inside our homes and report back?
Let's get real. The world we live in is more connected and more watched than ever before. Ever talk about getting a cat and suddenly your phone is flooded with ads for cat toys? That's AI surveillance at work. It's not just a coincidence. It's a system designed to listen, learn, and react to your every word and search. AI is the brain. Surveillance is its eyes and ears. Together, they form a network that's always on, always collecting. These systems track what you buy, where you go, who you talk to, even how you walk. Your footsteps, your purchases, your conversations, they're all data points in a massive digital puzzle. It's not just about ads. It's about facial recognition on street corners, smart devices always listening, and algorithms deciding if you get a loan or a job. Even your voice and face become keys to unlock or lock opportunities. This tech is sold as convenience and security, but the price is your privacy. 24/7. The trade-off is subtle, but it's constant. And it's everywhere you go. The industry is worth billions, growing faster than you can read the terms and conditions. Every click, every swipe is money in someone else's pocket. Governments and corporations are rolling out these systems everywhere, turning cities into digital fish bowls. There's almost nowhere left to hide. Every move, every click is a data point. AI is always learning, always watching. Your digital shadow grows with every interaction. Your daily routine is now a product, bought, sold, and analyzed. The story of your life is being written in code and sold to the highest bidder. Privacy isn't the default anymore. It's a luxury. Only a few can afford to keep their lives truly private. We've traded personal space for personalized experiences, often without realizing it. The convenience is addictive, but the cost is invisible. The real question isn't if you're being watched, but by whom, for what purpose, and what you can do about it. The watchers are many, and their motives aren't always clear. The digital ghost is everywhere, shaping your world in ways you can't see. It's in your home, your pocket, your workplace, always present, always active. The backseat driver of your life is logging every detail. Even your most mundane moments are being recorded and analyzed. Your patterns and habits are mapped out, and your privacy is up for grabs. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to target. Welcome to the age of AI surveillance. The question is, are you paying attention to who's paying attention to you? Now let's switch gears and take a step back in time. Long before the internet, social media, or even the printing press, Islam set down serious privacy rules 14 centuries ago, when the world was a very different place. Privacy isn't a modern trend for Muslims. It's foundational, woven into daily life and spiritual practice. Islam treats your private life as sacred, a trust to be protected, not just from strangers, but sometimes even from those closest to you. The concept of satar goes beyond modest dress. It's about guarding dignity, personal space, and emotional boundaries. Islam says, don't overshare, don't pry, and mind your own business, respecting the invisible lines that protect each person's inner world. In a world obsessed with sharing every detail, Islam quietly says, keep some things for yourself and value your own inner peace. Your home is your sanctuary, a place where you can truly be yourself, away from the eyes of the world. You don't barge in, you seek permission and respect boundaries, even with family and friends. This extends to digital life. Don't peek into others' data, messages, or private moments online. Privacy is about trust, dignity, and the right to be left alone, to recharge and reflect. It's not secrecy. It's a fundamental right for spiritual and mental well-being, a shield against unnecessary stress. Islam's privacy framework is robust, emphasizing safe spaces away from constant scrutiny, both physical and emotional. But what happens when this ancient policy meets modern surveillance and the digital age? That's the clash we're living through right now. The collision is real, and we're all caught in the middle, navigating a world where privacy is constantly being redefined. You want proof? Let's look at what the core Islamic texts actually say about privacy and personal boundaries. Let's go to the sources. The Qur'an and Hadith aren't just old books. They're living guides for how Muslims are meant to live, even in today's digital age. The Qur'an and Hadith are clear. Privacy is a divine right, not just a social courtesy. It's a value woven into the fabric of Islamic life, shaping how people interact at home, in the community, and beyond. Surah Al-Hujurat, verse 12 says, do not spy or backbite each other. It's a direct command, not a suggestion. This verse sets a clear boundary, no prying into others' affairs. No exceptions for cool tech or targeted ads. Private matters stay private. The principle applies whether you're online or offline, with friends or strangers. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, beware of suspicion. Do not seek out faults. Do not spy on each other. He emphasized that trust is the foundation of a healthy society. He laid out a blueprint for trust, not surveillance. Islam encourages believers to protect each other's dignity and secrets, not expose them. Another hadith says, if someone peeks into your home and gets hurt, the homeowner isn't to blame. That's how serious privacy is in Islam. It's a right that's fiercely protected. These teachings aren't just about politeness. They're about upholding a divine right, a sacred trust between individuals and their creator. Islam's moral firewall is clear. Don't dig for dirt. Don't invade privacy. The boundaries are set for everyone's protection. The message is timeless. Protect what's private, build trust, and respect boundaries. These are values to be taught and passed down. The Quran and Hadith set a high bar for privacy, one that modern surveillance tech constantly threatens. The challenge is real and ongoing. The rules are simple, but the stakes are high. Every breach of privacy is a breach of trust and faith. Islam's stance is anti-surveillance, pro-dignity. It's about honoring every individual's right to feel safe and respected. The divine receipts are there. Privacy is non-negotiable. It's a principle that stands the test of time and technology. These teachings challenge the very foundation of today's data-driven world. They call us to rethink how we handle information and respect boundaries. The ethical firewall is built in, and it's under siege. But the guidance is clear. Privacy is sacred, and it's our duty to defend it. Islam's privacy rules are clear, but the digital world is a minefield. We're not just dodging nosy neighbors. We're facing facial recognition and predictive policing. The big dilemma: how do you follow do not spy in a world built on surveillance? Consent is murky. Clicking agree on endless terms isn't real, informed consent. Islam demands clarity and fairness in agreements. Today's tech rarely delivers. Are we truly consenting, or just giving up our rights without realizing it? Then there's bias. AI can amplify discrimination, especially against Muslims. Algorithms can flag you for your name, your mosque visits, or your online searches. Surveillance erodes trust. Islam says, assume the best, but surveillance assumes the worst. The result? Fear, mistrust, and a chilling effect on community life. The digital world is at odds with Islamic values. Privacy, trust, and dignity are all on the line. The challenge is real, and the stakes are personal. Navigating this world means constant ethical choices. Let's get practical. How are Muslim societies handling this? Many are embracing AI surveillance, buying tech from global giants. It's sold as progress, smart cities, safety, efficiency. But these tools often monitor dissidents, activists, and anyone who questions authority. Surveillance becomes a tool for control, not just security. The paradox: a culture that values privacy is building surveillance states. The sanctity of home is breached by smartphones and street cameras. People feel watched, powerless, and cautious, even in private. Community trust frays. Anxiety rises. Big Brother is here, and the baggage is heavy. So, where do you turn when you're always being watched? Islam offers an inner refuge, faith as your spiritual firewall. Tawakkul means trusting God after doing your part. Lock your doors, then let go of fear. True security comes from justice and morality, not more cameras. The Prophet's community thrived on trust, not surveillance. Taqwa, God consciousness, guides ethical action even when no one's watching. Your soul is your ultimate private space. No algorithm can touch it. Strengthen your faith, purify your intentions, and you reclaim your inner freedom. That's a quiet rebellion against a world obsessed with control. Faith matters, but Islam is also about action. Tie your camel, then trust in Allah. So, tie your digital camel. Treat your data like your aura. Guard it. Practice digital modesty. Share less. Think before you post. Choose privacy-respecting tech. Use encrypted apps, block trackers, cover your camera. Check your app permissions. Take back control. Community matters. Mosques can teach digital security and set privacy standards. Advocate for privacy in your community. Make it a norm. Small acts add up to real resistance. We can't escape tech, but we can use it wisely. Protecting privacy is a deeply Islamic act. Together, we can create digital safe spaces. Tie your camels, digitally and spiritually. Individual steps are good, but we need a bigger vision. Let's build tech that aligns with our values, not undermines them. Muslim thinkers, engineers, and leaders must create ethical alternatives. Imagine social platforms built on satire and anti-gossip, not outrage. Innovate tech that serves spiritual and ethical needs. Education is key. Scholars must address AI, data, and consent. Advocate for privacy laws and demand transparency from tech companies. Revive critical thinking, question every tool. Does it serve justice, connection, and faith? Don't just accept tech, shape it. Move from passive users to active architects of a digitally modest future. That's how we reclaim our digital dignity. Here we are, caught between ancient values and modern surveillance. AI surveillance challenges the core of Islamic life: privacy, trust, and dignity. The digital panopticon isn't just theory, it's real, with real consequences. But faith gives us tools: tawakkul, ethical clarity, and practical action. We can choose digital modesty, demand better tech, and educate our communities. The question: do we want a world of suspicion, or one of trust and dignity? For Muslims, the answer is rooted in faith. The path forward is spiritual, practical, and collective. It's a challenge and an opportunity to revive our deepest values, not just for Muslims, but for everyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm putting tape over my laptop camera.
What are Muslim governments doing? UAE, Saudi, Egypt, all expanding AI surveillance. But where are the Islamic ethics? Why aren't muftis, ulama, and data scientists working together? We build smart cities, but not smart fatwas on AI. We celebrate fifth-generation technology, but don't build Sharia filters for data use. It's time the Ummah speaks before silence becomes consent. Here's the path forward. We need to demand Shariah-compliant AI, built with transparency, dignity, and consent. Let's create Muslim data councils that include scholars, developers, and legal experts. Boycott harmful AI products. Choose apps that respect your faith and your privacy. Educate your community. Spread awareness because, privacy is not paranoia. It's protection. Islam was not sent for that past. It was sent for every age, including, the age of machines. This was episode 5, AI surveillance versus Islamic privacy. Join me in episode 6, where we explore AI, free will, and Quadra. Are we still in control? Subscribe to at WM005. Share this with your family, masjid, youth groups, and comment. Do you think AI is halal, haram, or just scary?